Today I'm going to show you how to make baked rigatoni with meat sauce. There's Pecorino Romano in a bag, there's a block, and then there's grated in a container. Any one is fine, but I'm going to grate it from the block. About 3/4 cup. Then we're going to move on to the mozzarella cheese. Grate about 1/3 of the block. This is a 1 pound block of mozzarella. And then leave the other 2/3 of the block like this. We want to cube this part of the mozzarella into about maybe 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch cubes. The way to do that is to cut pieces about 1/2 inch and then again into strips and then finally into cubes. And the cubes are going to look about that size. And there's our shredded mozzarella and our cubes. After finishing with the cheese, I'm going to set up to boil our pasta. It's really boiling, which is what you want. 2 tablespoons kosher salt per gallon of water. Good general rule, always just let it really boil before you get your pasta in. Going to use this one, mezzi rigatoni. You can use any type of pasta you want that's like a substantial thick pasta, so you can use penne, ziti. When you get your pasta in, make sure that you stir it for the first minute. Don't put any olive oil in there or anything like that. I know some sites and stuff will say that, but it prevents the sauce from sticking then to the pasta and adhering well, so you don't want to do that. All you have to do is stir it. Bigger pastas can stick more, like pappardelle is a harder one. But this one's easy, you just stir it and you're fine. I want you to cook the pasta a couple minutes less than the box instructions, so it doesn't get too mushy in the stove. And this is pretty good right here. We're going to use the meat sauce that we made in episode 1. Just recapping, it was San Marzano plum tomatoes, garlic, onion, and we just sauteed them with beef and pork, a little bit of tomato paste, a little bit of white wine, salt, pepper, just a really, really good meat sauce. So that is the meat sauce that we're using for this episode. You can use your own if you like to. We want to take a couple cups of the sauce, or ragu, and put it on the bottom of a large bowl. Really want to get a bunch in there. We're going to need probably about 3 to 4 cups to toss the pasta in. We're draining the pasta well in a colander. Don't need any pasta water for this. We want it to be dry. Get it in there, and then mix it around real good. I want that sauce, that hearty ragu, to coat it really well. And if it's still dry, too dry, just add a little bit more. This is why we made so much of this meat sauce. I made, I don't know, probably 3 gallons of it. And that's how it should look. Right about there. Pretty saucy, but not overly saucy. Before adding the pasta to the baking dish, just put a drop of olive oil at the bottom. And then take a paper towel or a napkin and just wipe it all on the bottom and on the sides. This is going to help prevent the pasta from really sticking to the sides of your dish. And I'm using a 5-quart dish here, but a 6-quart would probably be better. So I'm going to spoon about 1/4 inch of that meat sauce at the bottom. So a hefty amount of it you want on the bottom. And then layer 1/3 of your pasta. If you got a big enough dish, just exactly 1/3 of it. It's going to look just like that. And then we're going to take those cubed mozzarella pieces and we're going to sprinkle them. I like to distribute them in an uneven way. I like the texture of this, how you get like a big bite of mozzarella at one point and then sometimes you don't get that much. I prefer to do this instead of just adding shredded on each layer, but you can absolutely add shredded on each layer if you want. I'm going to put another 1/4 inch hefty amount of sauce, and also add your Pecorino Romano between each layer, which I didn't do in this video, but I'm telling you now, make sure you do it. But if you don't do it, it'll still be okay, I promise. So I'm adding the pasta on the 2nd layer, and then the remaining cubed mozzarella. And if you feel like you're going overboard with the mozzarella, you don't have to use it all. So I'm just going to add the sauce and the pasta one more time. Pecorino. And on that final top layer, I'm using
a lot of that grated pecorino and the shredded mozzarella that we had. The shredded, it makes it easier for it to melt in the oven with the shredded on top. That's why I saved the shredded for the top. And there's too much mozzarella there, so I didn't need it all. I want you to bake this in the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. Just get that in there, and if it goes for 25 minutes or 35 minutes, it'll probably be okay too, but I'm showing you 30 minutes right here. And that's the beginning stage of it, starting to melt. And that's how it looks after it does melt. It looks really good.
I hope to see you next time.